Hello, hello! What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I am continuing my Rambo marathon, I guess we can call it, with Rambo First Blood Part 2. And if you can see the glare, there you go. Now, if you're wondering, why do I own these on DVD if I am watching them for the first time? That's a good question. To be honest, a couple of years ago when I was still adding to my movie collection, buying films left and right, I would buy movies that I would hear about and say, oh, I hear this is good, I hear that's good. I might not have seen them yet, but I will get to them eventually. And a lot of these movies included movies like Rambo and Rocky, which I have since watched, or other various franchise movies. Some of them I regret buying because I go, oh, well, great, now I don't care for them, so what am I going to do with them now? But this movie, I talked about in my last review how much I enjoyed the First movie because of how character-based it was and how it was more Stallone giving some great acting along with the action. This is definitely more an action movie. There's no doubt about that. This came out in 1985. It was directed by George P. Cosmatos. And you see Stallone once again as John Rambo. We find him in prison where we left off, but he gets recruited once again by Troutman, who wants to bring him on another mission to Vietnam to save and rescue some American soldiers that are in prison there. And so he takes the deal. Now, along the way on this trip, he gets stranded and left for dead. And so he's having to fight for himself and try to save the people that he can. But he's a man on a mission. He's the guy who's just, he's going to kill as many Vietnam soldiers as he can. Now, what I thought of First Blood Part 2 is, I enjoyed the movie for what it is. It's not something that I was so over the moon about. It didn't take long before I realized that it wasn't going to be as deep, maybe, as the first movie was. It wasn't going to be what the same thing that movie was trying to accomplish with the Rambo character. This was just, I mean, who knows? Maybe there were people who saw First Blood and thought, I want to see the Vietnam stuff. I want to see Rambo in the woods killing soldiers and actually being a part of the action. So I feel like Part 2 was solely made just to do that, was to give you more action, was to give you Rambo in the war and what that would look like. And Stallone delivers as far as the action goes, as far as the over-the-topness goes. I think this movie does go to another level. As far as the action goes, I mean, maybe you could say it's cartoony, maybe you could say it's too over the top, but man, Rambo clearly is a guy who can take a lot of punishment. There's a scene where he gets captured and he's being tortured and whatnot, and you just go, how the hell can any one man take this type of punishment? He runs into an old girlfriend, Ko Bao, something like that, and it's funny because as soon as we met her, I thought she's probably going to die. Because girlfriends in action movies, especially these old action movies, they don't last long. And literally, they have a conversation where she says, you're going to take me back to the States with you, right? We love each other, or like we're going to be together, right? And he goes, yes. And literally, she gets up and walks to the side and gets shot the hell up by a soldier. And I said, holy crap! I knew she was going to die, but that fast, after professing your love for each other, man, they did not waste their time. So, of course, that gives Stallone a whole new motivation to be angry and to hate these people that he does. I mean, the end of this movie, look, there's action throughout the whole thing, but the end of this movie is Stallone going full-blown asshole mode, if you're, well, the Vietnamese. There are just him blowing people up, like the one guy who just literally stands there and he knows he's gonna die, so he takes the bullet, and when I say bullet, it's an explosion. He blows the hell up this guy. Wow. And there's several explosions, there's several moments of Stallone shooting out arrows and shooting out just your bullets and shooting out bombs and blowing stuff up left and right. I lost count over how many people he killed in this movie. The first film I talked about how he only killed one person, and that was almost by accident. This second film, they said, no, he is going to brutally and viciously kill people, because why not? He does it with his bare hands, he does it with weapons, like I said. So, yeah, if you wanted to see Rambo go all out and kill as many people as he can, well, he does just that. And also, the character Troutman, I talked about in First Blood how I didn't trust him, where I thought maybe there was some operational thing going on, and maybe he would end up being the villain. This movie, he's defending Rambo, and he's almost looking out for his well-being in some cases with the other government officials. And so I thought, wow, okay, clearly I was either wrong or they changed directions with Troutman, and they didn't have him be the villain. They didn't have him be the one who would have to come face to face with Rambo like he does in the book. He was just a guy that was looking out for him, I guess. So I know that when it comes to true Rambo fans or people who grew up on these movies, this is a lot of people's favorite. I keep trying to move the glare of that so you can see it. I know that First Blood Part 2 is people's favorite. I can understand why. It's definitely more action-packed. It's definitely more brutal, bloody kills and whatnot. It's Stallone just being the badass that I guess he can be. And so I get it. I do. There is a lot of fun to be had. I guess I just like the first one more for the story elements, the character stuff. But in all, I'm sure people love this movie. I just thought it was fun. It was okay. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think of First Blood Part 2? Is it your favorite Rambo movie? Am I crazy for loving the first one a little bit more? What do I have to look forward to when it comes to Part 3 and Part 4? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Hustle legit, proper big bit, separated, to shop it for profit. Hustle legit, proper big bit, separated, to shop it for profit. Hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit.